This is Vinyl Voices Radio, ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Denman.
Jesse Sandehan.
All right, everybody, this is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN. I'm John Denman. He is Jason Dejas.
I am, yes.
Who do we have hanging out now, man? Because it's been such a badass weekend here at Punk Rock Bowling. From the museum to the Airbnb where we are now, and now we got someone that I've been listening to for a really long time in my life.
Yeah. We have Buck 09. So we have Craig and Dan from Buck 09. Horn section.
And we have a special guest.
Oh, that's right.
What's your name?
Have Luna.
Luna. Yeah.
And that's how you get 1 million views.
Honorary member of Buck 09 today.
Yes.
Yes.
Need a dog to make it go
The
viral.
lost member.
She plays the tambourine.
No, I mean, she has to play a horn if she's going to sit with these guys.
That's true, the horn section.
Yeah.
Could
So
you play
thank y'all.
trumpet?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
We
thanks
truly
for having
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's, when Jess said you guys were going to stop by, I was like, man, that's going to be good. I was just like, I got excited. And cause like I said, I've listened to Buck 09 for quite the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys play like some just badass ska, and of course, being the horn guy is like the best part of the band.
Thanks.
And from where it was, when you guys started to like where it is now, there's like a whole nother wave of ska coming. And Scott and I were kind of talking about this earlier, like first wave, second wave, third. I was like, I don't even know what these waves are.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know there's been some good bands. It's been around for a little bit, and there's some good bands coming out now. Just playing ska music, so it's kind of like a
Yeah.
resurgence once again.
Yeah, it feels like there's a new generation of bands starting to pick
Starting
up,
again.
carry the
Yep.
flag, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, where do you guys see Buck 09 as far as advancing that? Because when we first traded emails, my son's in a couple of bands. They're ska adjacent, I would say, not ska, but like Irish Drinking Song was like one of the songs he listened to when he was way too young to listen to. but also, the influence of those sonics and that, what y'all were putting down. I mean, it really, hit with them. So obviously, you guys have helped usher in some bands. So,
Well, that's a nice thought. If that's the case, then that's a great thing, because obviously we had the bands that came before us, but the two-tone stuff, and then bands like the Toasters, and of course the Boss Tones were already getting going, and the Operation Ivy, even though they weren't around anymore, that kind of middle, the stuff that was like the 2.5 wave, I guess. Like, well, it was. I mean, there was a third wave of ska that came out like around the late '80s, but it was mostly European stuff and British stuff, and it didn't track over here the way it did. But we were getting these records by all these British bands and German bands and stuff that were carrying on that kind of two-tone sound, but that didn't really count over here because it never really like caught on, I guess. But,
right.
So yeah, there's always that influence, and hopefully people can move it forward, do something different with it, or unique.
yeah.
Different, unique spun and all, but so is just good old traditional. It's just get up there and just jam it.
Yeah. I think from the, one thing that does influence music, no matter where it is from or what genre it's from, is, kind of how it's geographically located. And you guys are San Diego guys, and so talk a little bit about that, just kind of how like that environment really, had something to do with the type of music that y'all ended up making.
Yeah. I mean, San Diego has always had a fairly strong ska presence. Like, there's always been, one or two bands locally that were pretty popular, like since probably the 80s, like Donkey Show, Gangbusters, and then us and Unsteady coming along. So it's always been a good environment for ska and reggae. Cause
Reggae,
the beach,
that's what I would say.
Yeah, reggae too.
That's where I came from, was reggae, playing reggae.
Yeah.
And then, in the 80s, started getting into ska, and I start looking for a ska band, and we all answered the ad in the reader.
That's right. Yeah.
We really did. All of us, we met through the reader.
Yeah.
That was my Bible.
Who initially posted the ad?
Great. I know
Was it
when
you,
I
Craig?
when I
For the horns.
joined,
Yeah.
I called you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, our bass player Scott, he had gone to see a show, and I think it was Skankin Pickle, and he was like, "I want to start a band like that."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another band that was
We saw. I don't
ushering
know.
in.
Did you guys see Mike Parks? Yeah, he was there at our show. Oh yeah, it's like he's one of our heroes, and I saw him walk up. I'm like, and he's that Skankin Pickle for me is the band that also, like, when I saw them play live, I was like, I want to do that on like them on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how music's supposed to be played.
Yeah, it's pure fun.
Which made me want to step up my game on stage, because I used to just stand there and just play. I didn't, and then I saw that, and like, okay, I want to do that.
Yeah, and y'all are still doing it. The show the other
It's a little
night
harder
was-
now.
Yeah,
Well, not as often too, right?
Yeah, it's a little harder on the body to play now.
we're at the age where it's like they say you got one good knee and one bad knee. So some of us it's two bad.
I got
knees.
2 bad knees.
But I mean, obviously in the show, I mean, no one knows or can see any of that because it's just fun,
Oh, yeah.
The whole crowd was having fun.
As soon as you hear the cat, boom, then all the pains go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then as soon as like, thank you all very much. Like,
Hobble off the stage. Superpowers are gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, super exciting though. Like what you guys played here, just have everybody out there and just jamming.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun show the other night, where it was like, wow, this is so much fun.
It's
so
so
we're still
unusual.
doing it.
Yeah, and it's so unusual to have the crowd just a couple steps away,
Right.
because usually you've got a stage and a barricade and that
Sure.
kind of stuff. So it was.
Yeah, we like
good to
that
have
intimate, in your face
Yeah.
reaction. It's the best.
And all the while she said to me, I'm sorry. And all the while she said
one thing that we were kind of talking about this weekend is just how there's like this Venn diagram of bands, like the community still seems like it's pretty tight knit, even though it's like they're huge bands, obviously, but particularly with ska, artists, you guys have mentioned quite a few already. So do y'all have like a lot of proximity to, bunches of ska bands that you came up with, or that you're like now like, oh, these are the newer bands? What's y'all's interaction with, ska community, I guess, is what I'm asking.
It's good. We're all, our generation of ska, we're all like, we kind of know each other. Like Colin from Mustard Plug, I saw him walking around the streets. I'm like, Colin, come here.
Oh, you saw him? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, he was there hanging out.
Oh, cool.
And like Mike Park, and who else we see from, like, we're all like, when you see each other, of course, like Jay,
Jay from Suicide Machines.
Yeah. We were toured with them back in the day, and we got lots of stories about some shit that went down in Detroit.
That was specific.
40 boat parties.
You could
in Detroit.
Yeah.
In Detroit.
In Detroit. On this day, at this time.
Stories about.
Look,
Detroit's wild.
You just go to Google.
Yeah.
Type in.
Oh
Detroit.
no, you won't know the story. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, a lot of our peers from back then, Mustard Plug and Suicide Machines, and a lot of bands that we see once in a while, like that maybe some of the, like we used to play with Hepcat once in a while, or we'd be on the Warped Tour with them. So so we don't know them, but there's kind of a familiarity,
Sure.
And one of the guys from Kevin from. He played in Unsteady, and now they have Smoke and Mirror sound system.
Oh, I saw him.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
too.
I saw him yesterday. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's a little small community, but it's cool.
It is. It's like a reunion sort of vibe here this weekend.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, it's cool for us as observers and fans of the music, so it's got to be really nice for you guys.
Yeah, it's cool to be around something like this because it doesn't come around for us too often. As far as being a part of a big festival type of thing, it's mostly just club shows that we play, and every once in a while something really neat like that happens, and we're like, yes, we got to do this. Everyone's got to get the time off work, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
And like this festival's Punk Rock Bowling's been going on for 24 years, I think is what it says.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a long time. But there's been so many festivals that, like you mentioned the Warped Tour. I mean, that went on for a while, and that was great. Like there's so many good bands were playing, and then that one went away. But now all of a sudden, there's all these festivals popping up everywhere that has such killer lineups, and there'll be, 50 bands playing, over this 2-day festival, and they're all over now. I mean, not just like in the LA or Chicago or something like that.
Yeah.
They're in Alabama. These big festivals are popping up.
Well, we played the ska festival. What's it called? Is it Rhode Island?
Oh, Supernova.
Yeah, Supernova.
In Virginia.
We did that in Virginia. Like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, right?
3 years ago. 2021.
Yeah. That was good. It was a good festival.
That was fun. Yeah. That was a gathering of the tribes as far as ska.
Yeah.
It was
Nice.
all ska.
So good.
Awesome. Yeah.
And no one left unhappy.
Oh yeah.
No, it was really fun.
Man. It was awesome. And then we get to see all our old friends, and I love that kind of stuff.
And then stories like Detroit come out.
Yeah.
Like,
got good stories.
mom's the word now. He was talking.
I would just say
on the verge.
One word: dick farts. Suicide
Add it
machines.
to the Google search.
I don't really want to search that, Jesse. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I want to, man.
Use someone else's computer to search.
We were trained on how to do dick farts.
Safe search on.
I never tried it. I don't want to do that. No. I know how to do it.
I mean, this could be valuable information for these viewers, Dan. I'm just saying.
Thanks to They call them
Could be
Slave
the new
Steve.
Tide Pod challenge, you know?
It's like the description for this segment: Buck 09 interview goes off the rails.
We learned something new, unfortunately.
No more beers for you.
I don't know. Let's keep them going. There's shots over here,
They're trying to get stories out of me.
too. Yes.
Yeah, now we need shots.
Now we need shots.
Yeah, I'll take one.
No, I mean, you know, there's, we're teasing obviously, but yeah, I mean, when you do the thing, as long as you guys have been doing it, you know, even sporadically, you know, let's say, I mean, there's just still so many moments like that have to just be like, I mean, you know, I just, without even telling us more about it, just how long ago were these lessons taught to you? Let's just put it that way. That they still resonate.
Oh yeah,
So-
I still remember
That'd be almost
I'd have
30
to-
years, almost 30 years ago,
Yeah.
probably, because I think that was around 95 when we did that tour.
Yeah, we were on
that
our
first tour
20s.
with them. Yeah,
Aren't you glad there
Mid-twenties.
weren't cameras everywhere back then?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if the shit we were doing back then, now, yeah, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can get away with it back then, but now you can't because there's cameras everywhere.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
True.
Every once in a while, yeah, some of those stories will come out, you know, here, and some of the mid '90s, you know, there were good times. There was a lot of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, they're probably soundtrack to y'all's music. This guy was out there doing who knows what. Not me. I was, you know,
Yeah, straight laced. Yeah, of course.
yeah. I wasn't living punk rock yet. Yeah.
You're straight
were
edge.
were you
I
in
was
Houston, Houston back then?
Yes.
So did you go to like places like Fitzgerald's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
great. We were just talking to someone Friday night or Saturday night who, at the pool show, he said he used to work there when
Wow.
he was 16. He used to see us play, and so it was
Yeah.
like, oh wow, you know.
I mean, I would always expect that place to fall down, and it didn't until they tore it down,
Oh,
unfortunately.
yeah.
And then it's
yeah.
like everybody misses it.
Yeah.
Now it's a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking.
Sad.
We were talking about how the
Yeah.
floor would
Oh
be
yeah.
bouncing and
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like our show the other night.
Yeah.
And even like
Oh,
the
yeah.
floor was going.
It was.
I thought the
pool,
pool
yeah,
was
yeah.
I was like, oh god, what happens if the pool just goes brrrr, and then
know,
we're all like gonna get sucked in? And like,
Yeah.
Grab the pool.
that's the way to go. If you're gonna go,
If you're gonna go.
that
Oh,
way.
that way. Dancing to a Buck 09 song.
Later,
It's like into the pit.
impaled on the
Really?
slot
To the real
Yeah,
pit.
real pit. But yeah, you look at the lights.
Yeah,
And the
I
lights
was
are
watching
sitting there,
that. I was like, whoa.
it's like, do you feel this? Because it might just be me. No, it's not just
I'm
me.
like, all these people plus the pool, all that weight, and everyone's jumping in. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
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 We played a few places like that. I remember on our first tour playing some club, and the dressing room was in the basement, and right below the dance floor, and it was just like, beyond creaking.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh my god! You could hear people, do, you know, and it was pretty scary. But
So they get you out of there quicker.
yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Super fast set.
Where was that? Was it in not Oakhurst, but remember that trip like 10 years ago where we were,
Oh, if was it Eureka?
yeah,
Yeah, we played it.
with our stage just went, woo,
Yeah, it was a VA hall.
who fell in?
And the stage looked like it had been cobbled together by, you know, some amateur carpenters.
Yeah.
It was like, I think someone punched.
We were doing our thing, this whole fucking, our
All of a sudden,
stage just
the
went,
foot goes through the floor. Yeah,
Wow.
that's right. The whole thing started collapsing.
we're like, fuck it, yeah! We start trying to break it even more.
It was like plywood that was overlapping each other on the, you know, it was like,
Right. Wow.
Well, probably just were repairing holes. You know,
yeah,
already.
maybe,
Yeah,
yeah.
the whole other
Yeah.
sheet of plywood.
It was a fun show, but you're
Yeah.
in there and it would look like we were playing in where they
was like a
stored the old
VFW.
furniture and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Everything's
So we
all
broke the
dusty.
stage, and then after that, we went and drank with like old veterans.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
in the little
the bar.
room next door.
Yeah.
And we sat there and drank with old
Yeah,
veterans.
$2 PBRs or whatever.
Yeah.
Heard some war stories.
Yeah, it was
I
wild.
love that kind of shit. I
It was
love
wild.
like the little things that music provides for us, you know, because we wouldn't have those stories without us playing music. So I love all these little things that I can still remember.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things we did that we can't remember. But I love those little things that, you know, like
Yeah.
couldn't do without music.